All right, y'all riding with me. Here we go. 999 miles. Let's hit 1,000. Y'all gonna ride with me while we hit 1,000. We about to hit 1,000 on the Movcan. Here we go. Let's hit that 1,000. Y'all were riding with me. There it is. Here we go. Come on, 1,000. Come on, 1,000. Cut that loud front motor off. We just gonna kick it on that last motor, y'all. We about to hit it. We about to hit that 1,000, 1K. 1K on the Movcan, yo. 1K. Here it comes. Here comes the 1,000 mile. Be right here. Be right here. All right, hold on, y'all. Can y'all see that? It's still $9.99. We almost there. We almost there. Hold on, where we at? 5. All right. $9.99, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1,000. Come on, 1,000. All right, here we go. Should hit it right in here. There it is. 1,000. 1,000. 1K, baby. We're rocking and rolling. We got 3 energy bars. Oh, we only using that one. Let's go. Let's kick it. We're gonna stop it right here, y'all. Right here. Cause this is the spot. All right. There we go. Quick stop, right? All right, everybody. This is it. This is it. This is the 1,000th mile on the Movcan. Y'all were with me when we hit it. So, getting ready to take her to the house, stand her up, and do an in-depth 1,000 mile review on the Movcan V30 ProMax. Coming up. There she is, everyone. Shining in the sun. 1,000 miles later. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Movcan V30 ProMax. I did some light modifications, as you can see. What I did add were the mirrors. Got some decent mirrors. Put this little hood on the front. Give it that little Harley Davidson look with that ring light on. We done hit 100,000 on it. We done hit 100,000 on it. All right, here go the in-depth detail coming up right now. Let me get the other camera so y'all can see better detail as I point little things out. All right, everybody. Country Boy Tested coming at you. We got the 1,000 mile review here on the Movcan V30 ProMax. Let's see. Let's flip it around. Let's flip it around like so. All right. Don't y'all love that transition right there? We use dirty old hand flip the camera. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, at about 560 miles, I replaced the rear brakes. That's because I was braking very heavy with my rear brake more than anything. No, I was not popping wheelies, but that's the only thing I've done on the rear brake. Now these spokes on here, I think I dropped a little video about the spokes and the spoke problem I ran into with Movcan. I've already had 2 spokes break. These little spokes on here, this is the only thing I can say that's a negative about the Movcan. The V30 ProMax, is the 1,500 watt motor is way too strong for these little thin spokes. My Milod it has thicker spokes than these. So when I check, it does have thicker spokes. They're not, say, twice the thickness, but about a third more thicker than these are right here. So I had 2 spokes break, and I had this backup rim that they had sent me with a motor in it. I couldn't use the motor because it won't run the same as my 1500. It's a regular motor. And couldn't use that rim either because, as you see right there, the rim was cracked when they shipped it. They throw these things around real bad, but Movcan got me a spare rim out with no problem. And I told y'all, I showed you that their customer service is it's something to be spoken on. It ain't no joke. I love Movcan. This is my bike. I ride this one more than my other one because I like to put this out on the road. I would go long distance today. As you see, I just got through hitting my 1,000-mile mark, which is what we're doing, the 1,000-mile review. We just put 27.9 miles on here today. Batteries are still holding up just like I just got it. Everything's good. I kind of took it down today. As you see, I have 3 battery bars and I was still hitting 35 miles an hour with no problem on it. Everything still works great. Lights are great. I did put the moped tires on here from the these are the moped style tires I put on here from the Milad. And I'm also gonna upgrade the fork. I was gonna use the Milad fork on here, but the Milad fork is locked out. I had a couple of folk asking me why I hadn't changed it over yet. That's why the Milad fork is locked out. It's a cheap fork too. And when I say cheap, your O-rings and all of the stuff on the inside. So don't think that the Milad forks are way better. Now, they're better when it comes down to this part down here on the dropouts, because on the Milad it has a way that it locks that ring in. And you got a little piece that you screw it in with 2 Allen bolts that locks it in. So, but I haven't had any problem. Only thing is when you hit 35 miles an hour, plus on these bikes, you'll notice you'll have a tire hop in the front. This one isn't as bad since I put the moped tire on here, but when I put that other thinner tire, it does hop a lot worse. But this one is pretty good. If you want to stop it from doing that, you can balance that tire. E-bike guy balanced his tire and he said it ran night and day better. And I already knew that because my mechanic had said the same thing about balancing the tire, but it's a headache because I got to take this puppy off and take it somewhere and get them to put it on and balance it. Not a lot of places here in South Carolina can balance an e-bike tire. So that's where I probably come out better getting it balanced when the rim is like this, but that still ain't gonna work because one of the things that kind of throws it off balance is you got your valve stem on here, your Schrader valve stem. It's got metal in it, and just the meat that's in that rubber on that tube right in here. That's what you're hearing, that wah 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 when you're running. That's up front on here. I noticed people running tubeless tires don't have that problem. It's bad because that tube is not on the inside. Also, if you're heavy-handed with the flat out, that'll also become a factor too, because when it's moving, it's like a glob of it moving around the rim. Also, I haven't had a flat, knock on wood, thank goodness. But this is what I use. This is what I keep. Notice it's compressed already. I got the compressed flat out. I use that when I take it. I've already saved a couple of people I ran into on trails that were locked down and couldn't move because they did not have flat out. But so far, no flats with this bike. I haven't had a flat tire, but that's because I put flat out in my tires before. If you use Slime, don't forget Slime breaks down after a year. So that's why I quit using it a minute ago. I still got some under the building, but I don't use it. It's only good for a year. Then you got to really take that tube, and if you open that tube and pull the valve, I did on one of my other ones, it's like it's a horrible looking liquid. I put water in mine and got the water and kind of pumped it back out and left it so it would dry for a while. It took it about a week before it was dry and nothing was coming out of it. Then I put the valve back in it. So I think next time I'm gonna be using flat out only. But that's what's up right here with the Movcan V30 ProMax 1,000 mile review. Everybody, there she is. There she is. Let me get that rim out of there. There she is, Miss America. I'm telling you, this is a great bike. This is actually called the Fury. If you want to know the name of it, it's the V30 Fury. This has been a great bike. I love it to death. I'm not doing anything else to it. Someone was asking me, was I gonna change my controller? Nah, 37, I like this. This is perfect. This is the moped style bike. I don't have any problems with this. The police can question all day long if they want. This is a moped. I'm going to get my tag. I can put the, it's got a bracket to put the tag under here, but I got to put the, I'm going to go get the signal lights that stick out. Because here I got to have signal lights on it. And I'm going to go to one of my buddies said go to a different DMV and see if I could get it to pass without having to change these over to DOT. So I'm going to give that a shot and see how that works. And if that works, then cool. But if not, I'm going to have to change those over to the DOT brakes. And then we can get it registered as a moped. So I can hear him get my insurance on it. I want insurance on my bike. So that's the only thing, y'all. That's the only thing we had. We have some loose spokes on it. So if you got a choice, try to get the rim, 20-inch rim with that that solid spoke wheel, not the these little flimsy metal spoke. Hopefully, Movcan, I hope y'all see this video, and I hope y'all change that about them rims and these wheels. Them powerful 1500 watt motors are too strong for those thin spokes. This is Country Boy Tested coming at you, over and out. Get you one.